How are you all doing? Come right on up here. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. How's things going? Hello, Reagan. How are you? Have you been downstairs? Are they making pancakes and sausage? Okay, all right. Did you have any of them yet? No, okay, all right. There's a story in the Bible about a little boy. He's a little older than you. Maybe he's a teenager, 12 or 13, named David. Did you ever hear of David in the Bible? Do you know anything about him?
Well, David got sent down to the lion's den because he couldn't pray to God 3 times a day.
That was Daniel. That's very good, though. You knew the Bible story. That's better than a lot of what. Daniel was in the lion's den. Absolutely. That's scary, isn't it? But Daniel wasn't hurt, was he? He prayed to God. Well, there's another. We're done here. That's good, right? That's good. Excellent, excellent. David was a little boy who beat Goliath. Do you remember David and Goliath? A big guy from the enemy army. And this giant Goliath came out to fight the Israelites, and he went fee, fi, fo, fum, like that. Who wants to fight me? Anyone? See? And all the guys went, oh, we're scared, we're scared. And David went to the army lines because his brothers were in the army. He was just taking some food to them. And he heard fee, fi, fo, fum. And he said, well, certainly somebody's going to go out and fight Goliath. And you know what? Nobody did. They were all in their tents just shaking and quaking. And finally David said, what's wrong with all of you? I'll go fight him. And he went to the king, King Saul. And King Saul was a big, strong guy. He was almost a giant himself, but you know what? He was afraid. And he said, King Saul, I don't know what's wrong with you, man, but I'm going to go fight that giant. And Saul said, good, because I don't want to. You go and may the Lord be with you, but you better put on some of my armor so you're protected. Gavin, you want to step up here for me, man? Can you step right up here? David was about this tall and Saul was about this tall. He says, you better put on my armor. You want to put this on? Well, just put it over your shoulders. Does that fit you very well? Could you walk in that very far? Anybody else want to try it on? Come right on up here. Put your arms right in there. How's that work for you? Does that work? It works for you? You think you could play baseball in that or run and play soccer? Think you could pick that up pretty good? Oh, that's very good. Yeah, see, look at that. Well, David put on the armor of King Saul, and it just went bloop. He put his head in his helmet, and he turned his head, and his head turned, but the helmet didn't turn. And he couldn't put the armor on without it just falling off of him almost. So he said, you know, King Saul, thank you very much. He said, I think I'd be better just by being myself. You know, there's a good lesson in that. You don't have to be somebody else to be the best. You just have to be yourself. So he said, I've been a shepherd all my life, and I take a slingshot, and I put a stone in it, and if some lions and tigers and bears, oh my, come chasing my sheep, I put a stone in it, and I throw it at them. And chases them off. And he says, I'll do the same with this giant. And that's what he did. He went out with just a slingshot and some stones, and he went, whew, and he got that old Goliath, and Goliath went down, and then all the enemy guys went, ah, and they all ran away. So faith in the Lord, just like Daniel had faith in the Lord, David did too. He said, I know the Lord will deliver me, and he will help me. And that's exactly what happened. So we thank God for Daniel, and we thank God for David, and we thank God for all of you, right? And for every day that you go around, may you know that the Lord is with you and with all your families. And we have a very good God, the same God of Daniel And David is our God too, right? Amen. Let's have a prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for these children, for their families. We ask that you would watch over them and bless them and keep them always in your tender care. Amen. Okay, you can go back to your seats or